Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Friday, June the 11th. This is recording from Malaga, Spain for the first time for this series. Okay, so we have here a number of trades and you can see it says illegal 100 shares. This is because I haven't been attending to this. Last week I was in the middle of my move, attending to many things that I had to do in order to travel. So now we are back, and what happens is we were assigned some shares, and if you were assigned some shares, deal with it by looking at my previous video on what to do when you're assigned shares. Okay, let's go through all these trades one by one alphabetically here, and that way we can better deal with this. Start with DHR and go to the Analyze tab. And you can see that today, next week, these June options will be expiring. So we can roll them over right now. Say, analyze rolling. And there you go. You would change them to 1 month from now, July, from June the 18th to July the 6th. That's perfectly good, and that gives us $350 in credit. Okay, that's 3.5 times 100. Okay, in case you wonder. Okay, so let's confirm and send. Oh, it says illegal shares. Why is that? It shouldn't be. We don't have any assigned shares. Okay, it's because of this. Let's look and figure out what this is all about. You can still do the rolling over that. I think that's not a problem. Okay, let's continue on. That gives us actually credit. So the illegal shares is because we have short shares on a IRA account. That's why it is. Okay, let's go to Facebook. And here, June 25, there is plenty of time for us to take care of that, so let's leave those alone. GS, here is the offending, and the offending shares. And that's because the stock has been going up and up, and my short shares were at 330, okay? But we have this call here at 330 as well. Okay, so look at the price that those shares were assigned. So all you have to do is simply close. Analyze closing, cover stock. And we're going to close it by buying back the shares and sell that call instead. And you see it says 328. We're paying a little under $2 less than we would pay if we exercise those options. So we need to close them like this. Okay, don't go and exercise those calls because you would be losing $2, close to $2. Okay, so this is what you want to do. You want to buy back the shares and sell the call as a covered call trade. That's what it is. Okay, covered call. And then that's all there is to it. Now we have these calls at 370. We're going to deal with that in a minute. Let's send this first. Confirm and send. And of course, this is what your broker will do if you don't do it yourself. So my broker didn't do this because this is a paper trading account. But if you had a live account and didn't do this, your broker will do it for you. Now we have this calls here at 370 and the stock is trading at 376. Let's take a look at the chart of it. Oh, it's falling. So what can we do? Well, we can close this call here, or perhaps sell a call at a higher strike price. Why not? Let's see. Let's analyze this. Analyze this trade. And if you sold that, then you end up with a negative delta. Okay, how about if we sold at a higher strike price, the 380? Then you end up with a July 16 vertical spread. But the puts are still open in case the stock drops from here. That's not too bad. Our deltas are negative, but not too bad, okay? Okay, or you can sell the call at 370 and forget about it. It's essentially closing because the puts are very distant from here. The 330 put is they're probably close to worthless. Okay, how about we close this? And that's it. Now it's negative, but these are very, very, very small puts, very in value, that is. But let's go back into the activity and positions and check. We need to change our debit here because it's a little higher. Okay, let's do that. Cancel replace and unlock, and now we're paying a little more. And keep doing this until it gets filled. And there, it's filled. And let's look at what we have. We only have the puts. Okay, if you were to close these puts here, you wouldn't get too much. Oh yeah, we get a few dollars there. How about if we close one of them? Confirm and send. And we end up with this calendar spread, which is not too bad. If the stock falls and lands here, we would make a few more bucks, a few more dollars. So let's keep that, like a lottery ticket. Okay, let's move on. We'll come back to the DHR trades a little towards the end of this session. Let's look at IBM. Okay, that looks great. Let's look at the chart. The stock is at the top of its range. How about we take a little profits? Well, we can sell some of the calls. Oh, wait a minute. This June are expiring today. June calls. The puts will expire worthless and the calls need to be rolled over. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Analyze rolling. And you get 7 cents by rolling it over to June. How about we roll it over to, instead of June 18, let's roll it over to July 9th. Oh, now you get 35 cents. Not a whole lot, but just the same. Let's do that. And that way we get a little credit. And guess what? The puts, we can sell puts 140 at this same expiration and see if we get some money out of that. If we get some money back out of the July 9th puts, we don't need to close these puts because they expire today. But we could sell the 9s, 140 puts right here. You get 19 cents. Well, maybe it's not even worth selling. Okay, let's click here. Analyze, sell, single. 6 of them. Now you see we have 6. We add 6 more, that's 12. It's the same as our long puts. All right, and this is what it would look like. You don't get much. You get 19 cents. Is this stock likely to fall? Could possibly go down to 140. I'd say that's a possibility. It's rolling, let's say if the market collapses, yeah, okay, let's say not likely, but a possibility. So instead of getting those 19 cents, I would end up with the 12 puts. And that could make me money. Let's leave that alone and see what happens next week. But the calls, how about we sold a couple of calls here? My long calls are now deep in the money. Let's sell a couple of them and see what happens. Analyze, trade. Okay, not 2, not 12, but just 2. Okay, look at my deltas. It's 335. That's quite a lot. How about we reduce those deltas by increasing the number of put calls that I'm selling and neutralize that. Hey, that looks great. Now negative. I don't want a negative. How about 73? Okay, I can live with that. and send that off, and we get $3,480 because IBM has been working out for me. And there it is filled. We got some money back. Intel, let's see what we have here. Oh, look at that. It expires today, and okay, I think we need to close this now. There's no rolling it over. Analyze closing. Analyze the opposite. Okay. Let's see. All right. We need to adjust the number of puts that I'm selling are 11. Let's say custom. We're going to close this position altogether. 11. 7 for the calls. And then 9 puts we need to buy back. There. And 5 calls. We need to buy only 5 calls. Something is not quite right. June, yeah, we need to make it June the 11th. June the 11th. Okay, no, but we want to June the 18th, June the 18th, June the 11th. That should neutralize my position or make it 0. Yeah, okay, let's see how much I'm gonna get. $10.30, confirm and set. Okay, we are going to adjust before the end of the day. Let's move on to lows. Okay, let's see the chart here. Okay, lows has dropped significantly, and we have 70. Okay, we can sell some puts here. You can see that we have no short puts, but we have 4 long puts, and the stock has been dropping, so yeah, that looks great. Let's sell some puts. Okay, so I'm going to sell them like this. A couple of them will be fine. Puts. And June 25, 170 puts. Oh, but we are here at 190. I thought we were here. No, we are here. Okay, 190. We don't need to close that. Okay, calls 25 June. Okay, we are here. So that's practically delta neutral. I think I'm going to leave this here. The stock could drop some more. If it goes up, the deltas are pretty neutral. These puts are probably worthless or close to worthless. So this is a lottery ticket. Okay, we can sell one. That was my Intel position. Close. Okay. If we sell 1 put or 2 puts, is more delta neutral. 3, yeah, delta neutral. I'm gonna leave it alone, okay? I think the stock will drop some more, and I want to take advantage of that, so I'll leave it alone. Let's move on to NUE. In this case, let's look at the chart. Oh, it's been dropping, and I think it's going to drop some more, and right now it's delta neutral. We have puts here at, these are pretty worthless. This is what we have. I'm going to close this position. First the call side, diagonal. I'm going to take my profits and run from this one. Leave the puts, they don't mean anything to me. And finally UPS, that was the new. Let's take a look. It's flat except for this 12 puts. If we were to close this, it would be zero. They're worthless. They're a lottery ticket. If the stock for whatever reason collapsed, these puts will appreciate between now and July. I don't think that's going to happen, but leave it alone. It's not worth doing anything with it. UPS, okay, we're very close to neutrality here, yes, and June 25. Oh, this stock is dropping. There's no point in rolling this over because 25, there's 14 days to expiration. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let's go back and say the monitor tab, see what is working here. The IBM is still working. Okay, we want to make this occur here. This rollover, it needs to be changed, so cancel, replace, and just unlock it. And we keep reducing the price until it gets filled. And it got filled there. Click. Good, good, good. And finally, the IBM here, 35 cents. We could even reduce that if we really wanted. Let's say analyzed, right? Let's go back to this IBM. Oh yeah, that's the rollover of the calls. We're not going to get much from that, but we need to do it, otherwise we will end up with 600 shares. Okay, let's modify that and reduce the number of the credit. Cancel, replace. Let's reduce it by 5 cents. Remember, we just want to get it filled. And there it is, filled. And that's all there is for today. Starting next week, we will be entering positions again. I have been avoiding that because I've been very busy with the move, okay, but we should be all right from now on. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time. Bye-bye.